check out this little BJ73 behind me. Not something we usually get in at Mr. Landcruiser, but we do allow the really cool early 70 series in here to be worked on at Mr. Landcruiser. Now, this is a 4th month 1985, so it's fairly early in the life of the 70 series. And they came along to replace the 40 series that ran for about 25 years. And they retain a lot of the really cool off-road abilities as well. Now, this is a BJ73 LX, so it would have come with all the bells and whistles of the time. And it really is a specimen, this one. A little bit of backstory on it. The first owner owned it until 2005 and did 220,000 Ks in it. Then it was sold to its second owner, and they only did, from 2005 until just recently, they only did 20,000 Ks in it. So it hasn't done a lot of work, and this thing has been garaged the whole time. So it's been in the dry, and it really is just awesome looking around this thing. It's like going back in time, it really is. Starting up the front, we've got a ARB bull bar up the front with a couple of simple spotlights. Because it's an LX, we've got all the trims and the chrome rims on there. I've just got some Yokohama Geo Overlanders, or Geolanders, the all-terrains on there. This thing is purely stock. There's a couple of little modifications which we'll show you later, but this is how it came out. Now, can't find much information on the hardtop on this thing. Now, it says it's an FRP hardtop. Now, we all know there's a business in Brisbane here called FRP, Fiberglass Replacement Panels. We know it's not them because these things came out in Japan with these tops. Anybody's got some information about these soft tops and the name FRP top? Love to hear it in the comments. We got some simple side steps on there, and we got the spare wheel up on the back where they had to be because this is a medium wheelbase. So the BJ70 and the the 70 and the 71 were short wheelbase. The 73 and 74 were mid wheelbase, and then on from there the 76, the 79s, and all of that's kind of the 75s are all long wheelbase. So this is a mid wheelbase being a BJ73. The decals are absolutely awesome. They really make it pop. It's like a real old school, takes you back in time feel, with the limited edition stamp on the side there as well. All in just superb condition. We got to go under the bonnet of this thing because it's just purely mint under there. Check it out under here. Nothing is out of place. Everything is as it would have been back in the day when it came out the car dealer. Apart from, we've got a simple dual battery system under the bonnet. We've got an AGM under the bonnet, which I don't know, they don't like heat, but it's on the cool side of the engine. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's being powered by a BC DC 1225D under here. This is all done previous to coming to Mr. Landcruiser. Also, the cooling system was also done previous to come in Mr. Landcruiser because he had some trouble when he went and picked it up in Adelaide. Coming back, the radiator, the bottom just basically fell out the radiator and it overheated, and he had it trucked the rest of the way home. But he's had all the cooling system done. We've been right through this thing mechanically now, and he knows where he's at. We've done swivel harbs, all the bearings, rear bearings, done a full service on this thing, and now it's ready for Martin to really enjoy. Mechanically, this thing is so sweet. Being a non-turboed 3B, it really does hum along lovely on the highway. We've been for a drive in this one, test run. It's just a real beautiful drive, it really is. Anyway, that is under the bonnet. Check this out in here. Nothing aftermarket, everything as it was when it came out the dealer. We've got your factory stereo up here, still works. We've got a couple of aftermarket switches here, that's just for your spotties and a interior light. Other than that, it's absolutely beautiful. Just, I love the modular dash on the early 70 series, you know, it's like the grab handle, the glove box, everything seems modular, you know, as if you could sort of unbolt it and put something else in there. I know you can't, but it's it was sort of a big change from the 40 series. Everybody remembers the 40 series dash to this early 70 series dash. They made big steps towards this kind of a more stepped forward dash with more going on in it, and you know, more controllable controls. I think it's very cool. The material on the chairs is unripped and absolutely perfect. Going back, because it's the LX, it's got all the nice trims, all the carpeted sides, and we've also got, coming back to that FRP top, which is on the back here that these mid-wheel bases came with. We've got a roll bar internal in here in the back, which supports all your seat belts in the back and all that kind of stuff. Being a fiberglass top, it needs a bit of protection there just in case it rolls over, because just remember, these things are capable four-wheel drive, so you can go and do some pretty mad four-wheel driving in these, and they will pretty much get anywhere. It's just mint in the back here. We've got the dual battery system in the back, goes to the little connector in the back there just for a fridge or something, and that's about it. They came with all the bells and whistles of the time, so we've got, you know, the 5-speed, the manual transfer, and that's it. It's just beautiful. The sun visors, they look like they're brand spanking new. The roof line in here in the front part of the car, it's just spectacular. It really is. Really do love the charm of these early 70 series. They're really cool. Right, so it's been an absolute pleasure having this little 70 series in a Mr. Landcruiser. We do allow the early cool ones in, so not many. We don't like any 79s or anything like that, but these early BJ73 74s are very cool, and we don't mind to push them in. Anyway, the cool thing about this one is Martin, the new owner, bought it from Adelaide, and spoke about it a little bit under the bonnet, but he drove it back from Adelaide and he got to about the New South Wales border and the radiator just dropped out of it, so he had to have it trucked back home, and then they had to get the radiator recored, new thermostat, all that kind of stuff. So it's been right through it, but we're very pleased with how this has gone here at Mr. Landcruiser. Martin will enjoy this with his newfound confidence driving it, because, you know, when you buy a new vehicle, especially an old vehicle, you like to know where it's at, to have that confidence to push it and drive it a bit more long distance. So I hope Martin enjoys this one today. He's going to be driving it back down to the south side of Brisbane. It's been a pleasure having it here. 4th month, 1985 BJ73. What a beauty.